Maya, welcome to #Education Day.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeremy. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Fantastic. Maya, could you tell us about yourself and your journey?
I am Maya Nanan from Trinidad and Tobago, and I am the Commonwealth Young Person of the Year 2023. When I was 12 years old, I started an organization by the name of Autism Siblings and Friends Network to create opportunities for persons living with autism here in Trinidad and Tobago. I decided to start this organization because my brother Raul, who is 1 year younger than I am, was diagnosed with autism. And growing up, he didn't really have much things to do at all. So, for example, I would go to school and he wouldn't. When we would go to the play parks and so on, the other kids would stare at him. And, I wanted him to feel included and I wanted him to be able to have access to the same opportunities that I do. So I decided to start Autism Siblings and Friends Network so I can create opportunities for him and others like him, especially in a country like Trinidad and Tobago, where the cost of education, therapy sessions, and so on, it's really expensive and it's really limited. So yeah, I just wanted to make a difference in his will and others like him.
Absolutely inspirational. Congratulations. What wonderful work you're doing, Maya. And I want to ask you, Maya, I mean, because you were really educating people. Your brother had that situation and you created something that was educating people so they could treat him just like any other person. Amazing. I'd like to ask you, in relation to the Commonwealth, could you talk to me particularly about what they're doing in the world of education in relation to the manifestation of a more peaceful and sustainable world, which obviously education is key to manifesting?
Yeah, certainly. So the Commonwealth comprised of 56 independent countries, from Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Europe, and the Pacific. And a strong emphasis, I would say, is placed on education as a fundamental tool for achieving peace and sustainability globally. So, for example, the Commonwealth promotes inclusive and equitable education for all, irrespective of their gender, race, or economic background. And by advocating for policies that ensure access to education, especially for marginalized groups and disadvantaged groups, it aims to reduce inequalities and promote special cohesion within and among its member states. So, this can be seen, for example, with youth empowerment, as the Commonwealth recognizes the role that young people play as key agents of change. The Commonwealth, they foster youth participation in the education policy making and implementation. So it support initiatives like that empower young people to contribute positively to their communities and to advocate for sustainable practices and peaceful coexistence. And, furthermore, the Commonwealth Secretariat Strategic Plan from, I believe, 2021 to 2025 focuses on inclusive and resilient education system as part of the wider focus on the sustainable and peace development. So the Commonwealth Secretariat is working to develop society and young people, and its focus on education is important in achieving this. And the fact that I was awarded the Commonwealth Young Person of the Year in my area of work, which is special needs education, is really a true testimony to the Commonwealth focus on education, I would say. And I know that there are many other young persons out there like myself from throughout the Commonwealth who are focusing their advocacy work, on education for persons from lower income, from persons with social disadvantaged groups, persons who are even from conflict zones. And I'm really proud that, the Commonwealth recognizes and encourages this type of work and advocacy. And I believe that all the collaboration and sharing of ideas and brainstormings will contribute towards making our world a more peaceful and sustainable one.
Amazing, Maya. Incredible. Let me ask you, why is the International Day of Education, the UN International Day of Education, so important to you? Why did you want to help raise awareness of it today?
So, International Education Education Day is really important to me because it highlights the impact that education has on shaping individuals, communities, and the world. And it reminds me of the privilege that I have access growing up to quality education, as opposed to my brother, Raul, and others like him who are denied this basic right. So this day encourages me to reflect on how education has shaped my values and knowledge and my ability to think, as well as it motivates me on how to use my education for positive change. So it's a chance to acknowledge that millions of people around the world still face barriers of education. And it sparks a sense of responsibility in me to continue advocating for equality and inclusivity in education. It also inspires me to consider new ways in which I can contribute to creating a more peaceful and sustainable world through education. What is, by sharing knowledge, creating educational initiatives, promotion of policies to ensure that, people from all backgrounds could have quality access to education. And in a rapidly changing world, education is a key to addressing challenges that we are facing. And this day just reminds me that education is a powerful tool for creating that change that we need, and it can lead to a brighter future for everyone, you know.
Maya, it's absolutely incredible listening to you speak. Would you say that the Commonwealth choosing you as as an ambassador, was that a real boost for you? Did it really change your life?
Yes, it did internationally, but locally it has not. So I've been able to, collaborate with others from throughout the Commonwealth, and throughout the world. But here locally, we really struggle to get funding and support from the government. We really lack that extra help that we need from them. But outside, it's been incredible. And I really just wish that persons here and those in power, or those who are from corporate companies and sponsorships could come on board and help support the cause.
Okay, well, I hope that anybody listening, Maya, will support you. And if it hadn't been for the Commonwealth, then I certainly wouldn't have had the privilege a number of times now to have heard your words. So I'm grateful to the Commonwealth for that introduction. I want to ask you, in relation to education being key to manifesting a more peaceful and sustainable world, what changes do you think need to occur in the kind of global education system? If you can wave a magic wand and see things change, what changes would you like to see?
So I would certainly say that, in a lot of countries we have, for example, like my own country, Trinidad and Tobago, we have a lot of policies that are just there sitting. We need to ensure that these policies are actually being followed, and they are being, monitored and evaluated and actually happening out there. We just don't want these pieces of paper to be sitting on our desk or sitting on our website. I would like to see these policies come to life, and persons like my brother and so on could actually benefit from these policies, and not just say, hey, we have a policy and there's nothing in place for them. And I would also like for persons, with autism and other special needs to be included in the policy making decisions and so on, because I mean, it's only right that we are speaking about them and we're trying to do things for them. But what sense does it make if we don't include them in it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Maya. 100%. Let's hope that these pieces of paper do become reality and aren't just words. They're actual actions, and people like you will actually make the action happen. And it's incredible. So finally, if people want to support you, I mean, how can they follow you on social media? Tell us about your website. What help do you need?
Yeah, so definitely we welcome all sorts of help. We really appreciate it. So from financial contributions to technical assistance to, collaborating with each other, it really can go a long way. I've seen it go a long way. This year, my organization will actually be celebrating 10 years. And, the support and love that we've received from persons, they really do say that a small step would help go a long way. And I've seen that happen over the years. So anyone that's interested, they could reach out to me on social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. It's Maya Nanan. and I will share the social media links for you to put. And I also have a website. It's www.rahulsclubhouse.com. It's the name of our autism center, which I named after my brother Rahul.
Okay, absolutely incredible. I really hope people support you. We certainly at Peace One Day will always want to tell your story with the different shows that we create throughout the year. So listen, really good luck with your 10th year and congratulations, of course, for making it 10 years. That's incredible, inspirational.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this so much. I met you 2 years ago, and it's been really wonderful collaborating with you in that space.
Well, good luck. Take care.
Thank you.